What's up, guys? My name is Ron Exita. I'm from Vape Venom, vapevenom.com, Vape Venom LLC, and tonight we're going to take a look at the Zmax version 5. It's a great device. Has the same menu system per se as, say, a Vamo would. Only additional feature that I can see on this is you can charge a mobile phone on it. I'm not too sure about that. That kind of worries me a little bit. I take a little vape off this, and we're going to talk about the Zmax version 5. Has a nice strong vape, really does. It's just as powerful as a Vamo. Menu system is relatively the same. A couple things that bother me about this device, though. The whole menu system is controlled by one button. Vamo has up, down button and a firing button. This is all controlled by the firing button. If you take a look at this device, there is only one button on this device. This is in 18650 mode. If you see, I'll take the battery out. And this is a very well machined mod. There's pluses and minuses to this device. The machine work is definitely a plus on this. This seems to actually be stainless steel as opposed to chrome-plated aluminum like is on the Vamo. Thread work is beautifully done. I mean, the mod itself is actually a beautiful mod. 18350 mode or mini mode. This clearomizer doesn't work with the top cap in place, but I will show you. Here is it with the top cap exposed. This is a Ego 510 connection on this. And this is the top cap. So this is it with the top cap on it in 18350 mode. But I'm going to take this apart and put it together the way that I usually like to vape things, which is in 18650 mode. Battery lasts about 2 days on this, same as the Vamo. Goes between 3 and 15 watts, just like the Vamo. To take a phrase out of the Grim Green playbook, this could be the Vamo killer, so to speak, but it's just not. The reason for me that it's not, like I said, controlling a menu like this on one button can be tedious. There's a pause in between each time. I'm just going to read what these menu items are on this. And there's a pause, but with everything on this, when you just turn it on, there's a pause, and it shows a nice LED, Sigeli on. Hopefully in the up close mode you'll be able to see some of these features. But you go into the menu system, you get an on off, and your first option is to shut it off. Unlike most mods, and even just regular Ego batteries, usually you'll turn them on by hitting the power button 5 times to turn it on, hitting the power button 5 times to turn it off. With this device, you essentially have to go into the menu system, which is controlled by one button, go to the first option on the menu system. So granted, they did put it on the first option, and actually shut it off or shut it down. After that, there's a pause in between each one, power up, power down, battery voltage, pause, 4.2 volts to fully charged battery, and then it turns off and you get to start all over again on this menu system. So the menu system itself is pretty tedious. Option 5 LCD display displays voltage, time, resistance, and current. I like it on resistance so I can see the resistance of the atomizer I'm firing. And then pause until it shuts off. 3 clicks again to get back into it. LCD on or off. Power of voltage, you can control it by power of voltage. Right now we have it on power, so wattage. If you do set this by voltage, I do have a chart. If you look at vapevenom.com/news, I do have a pretty good chart that gives you an idea of what voltage is good for the ohms atomizer that you're using, or clearomizer. Like I use a clearomizer. The CE4 is considered to be a clearomizer. RMS and mean, this is kind of like that turbo mode that the Vamo had. It's good to keep it on RMS because, again, when you put it in the mean or the turbo mode, you're not getting the exact values that are being displayed. You're getting the mean of them. So that's one thing I don't like is if I'm going to go into another mode that I don't really have full control over and I'm not seeing the correct values of the display, I don't care if I'm getting a little extra oomph out of that I would rather keep it on the RMS mode so everything that I'm looking at is exactly what's being measured. So we'll go back into it again. The last option on this, mobile power. This thing charges a mobile phone. I have not charged my mobile phone on this. I don't know if I ever will. I have a charger in my car, so whenever I'm in my car I can charge my phone there. I can charge my phone off my laptop. To have it on an e-cigarette, I don't even know if that's dangerous or not. Like, I'm sure it's well tested. I'm sure that it works fine. I'm sure that they haven't had any problems. But me personally, don't feel comfortable putting my mobile phone on this to charge it. Maybe it's for an emergency situation. I don't know. But in an emergency, if I can find it, in an emergency, am I going to be carrying this in my pocket? Because this is what you need to charge it. When you plug it in, or I'm sorry, screw it on, essentially you have a USB connection on your e-cigarette. And then you can plug this into your phone, go to mobile power, go to the on position in mobile power, and then it'll warn you not to fire the device, and it'll charge your phone. I don't think I'll ever use this. In an emergency, this is probably the last thing I'm going to have in my pocket, to be honest with you. So it seems like a tedious task to surmount. Me personally, I'll never use it. I carry the V3. The V3 does not have that option to charge your phone. Doesn't come with this little dongle, USB dongle. I mean, it's pretty cool in a way because you probably can do a lot of things with it. Wait a second, my phone just went off. Who's texting me? Somebody's texting me at 12:27 at night. I will not talk to them. I will not interrupt this. Okay, so I've pretty much gone through the entire menu system, and I don't want this video to go too long. I don't like when videos are long. I'm going to take a vape on this. We're going to go out to the next portion of this video, and hopefully you'll get a good up close on this device. It's the first time I've done it. So. Alright, here we are back with the up close on the Sigelei Zmax version 5. We're going to try and go through this menu system without it going too much out of focus, but I will be moving it a little bit to do this tutorial for the menu system. 3 clicks, on off, power up, power down, battery voltage, LCD display, LCD on off, power voltage control, RMS and mean control, and mobile power. We're going to go back through this menu in a little more detail. Okay, so on, out, on, off, it gives me the option to go on or off. We are now on. Okay, power up. So as you can see, if you hold it down, it will go up through the entire spectrum between 3 and 15 volts, and then round robin back. We'll keep it on 7. Okay, battery voltage. This is the voltage that's left on the battery, 4.2 volts left. It's a fully charged battery. LCD display. Okay, on this you can display the resistance, the current, the voltage, the time, back to the resistance. And if you look and see, when I fire it, 2.4 resistance. And I've gotten some 12 puffs off this so far. Go back in. You'll see the display on or off. You can shut it on or off. And this allows you to either power with power or voltage. We're going to keep it on power, which would be wattage. 3 clicks again. RMS and mean. Right now we are on RMS. I don't know if you can see that. And then mobile power. And it goes through a little subsection, and I'm not going to go through the mobile power like I said, because I will never charge my mobile phone on an e-cigarette. But that's pretty much the menu system. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please check out the website vapevenom.com to see what mods we have in stock and in our store and our different varieties of e-liquid. So that's it from vapevenom.com or Vape Venom LLC. My name is Ron Exita, and vape on, guys.